I was on Twitter and I saw this girl make a post. She said, "What do you think about praying the rosary during Mass?" To which I responded, absolutely not. You're conflating two different types of prayer. At Mass, we are praying to, reflecting on, and worshiping God directly through his son, Jesus Christ. So it'd be a step backwards to go pray the rosary, which is something completely different. You're mixing two things up. And it seems like it's like me talking to my wife while reading the newspaper or watching Netflix while she's trying to have a deep, intimate conversation with me directly, and I'm turning my attention away to something else. I love the rosary and I've prayed it for 3 decades, but the Mass is not the time for it, which is why it surprised me so greatly when I was about to click off. I saw a comment by Taylor Marshall who said that some people used to pray it after receiving communion. Well, Taylor, who are these people? Just because they did it doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean they understood what they were doing. Many people back in the day prayed the rosary because they didn't understand Latin, so they just prayed the rosary. Not a good thing. Second, communion, Holy Communion. We receive Jesus and we are in communion with him directly. So why would you go backwards and go pray the rosary and talk to Mary? It doesn't make sense. You've arrived at your goal. Our whole goal on this earth is intimacy and communion with God. And in fact, the stages of prayer, vocal prayer, leading to meditative prayer, leading to contemplative prayer, that is the whole purpose of all prayer on this face of this earth, says St. Teresa of Avila, St. John of the Cross, Padre Pio, all of the great saints, says that it's intimacy and union with God, contemplative prayer. When you reach that, you stop. All of our prayers, all of our devotions are to get us to the place where we are in perfect union with God. And when we get there, we stop and we just be with God. That's what we receive in Holy Communion. When we receive it, we're receiving Jesus Christ, the God-man himself, the second person of the Trinity. And it's in the word communion. We have perfect communion with him in that moment. We're communing with the God who made us. You don't go anywhere else. You stop. So it would be a huge step backwards if after receiving communion, you go pray the rosary. That doesn't even make sense. Right after receiving communion, you pray and you commune with God and you think of nothing but God and you give your life to God. And then maybe you could pray the rosary later on, but not after communion and not at Mass. It's not the right time and it's not the right place. We're there to worship God and God alone.